When I went out to campaign, I remember making one statement that was fundamental. I said in my administration, there will be no money to steal. And part of that journey of making sure that there is no money to steal is through this digitization. Because through digitization, we connect service delivery to revenue collection. And you can see for yourselves that because of digitization, especially of government services and government revenue collection programs, we are seeing phenomenal increase in revenues. I gave an example the other day of KWS. You all remember what we did with KWS. When we digitized KWS and insisted that they now must all get fees and services offered by KWS must be on e-citizen, we had a lot of pushback. The tour operators did not want it. KWS staff were reluctant. And I remember calling Kanga and telling him, my friend, it's a fait accompli. The decision has been made. Get everybody to comply. There is no escape. Look at what has happened. In fact, those who were against the digitization of government services at the KWS even orchestrated, in our gates, long queues. Oh, this system is not working. The tourists are not happy because now there is a long queue. Because tour operators were charging tourists $100 and paying government $50. And they didn't want a disruption of that system. Now what has happened? We insisted, the system is working. I listened to Aisha today from KWS. I listened to Susan, and they were giving us wonderful stories about success. In fact, they have reduced, we still have government agencies that, yes, they have come to the citizen platform, but once in a while, they retreat to go and pay or use alternative means of payments, including games with some banks. I want a record in the last 3 months of government agencies that are already on the e-citizen platform, but have decided to use alternative means with gray spaces so that we can take action against the people who are undermining transparency in the collection of public resources. Mr. Ochieng, I want that list on my desk in the next 3 days. Yes. We cannot continue to collect public money in gray areas and in dark corners. We said that all the 1,100 plus pay bills that were being used by all manner of entities, money that we were not sure whether it was ending up in public coffers, be closed. I am happy all of them have been closed. But there cannot be another route. We want a place where the public can know this is the portal where their money is coming. We can follow up on revenues for every public entity, and we can know what citizens are paying for gets to the public coffers. I know those people are listening to me, the people who still want to play games, and I want to tell them there will be no escape for anybody to continue practices that undermine transparency in the collection of public funds. 1 year on, eCitizen now hosts, as of yesterday when I made my speech, it was 20,855. I'm told by this morning it is 22,515 services of a thriving community of 13 million users. Revenue collection through the platform has grown significantly, enabling the government to mobilize critical resources for public projects. eCitizen is not just a digital service delivery platform. It represents a paradigm shift that has redefined public service delivery in Kenya and profoundly impacted lives. In many ways, both big and small public services, both big and small, our understanding and expectations of how public services are provided have fundamentally changed. Consider the story of a mother in a remote village who once walked tens of kilometers to apply for her child certificate, often making repeated trips due to delays. Or the citizen, or a senior citizen, who struggled to access replacement services for vital documents. Today, these services are relics of the past. These challenges are relics of the past, as the eCitizen platform systematically dismantled barriers to efficient service delivery. This transformation extends beyond individuals. The digital ICT ecosystem, including cyber cafes, mobile device shops, and auxiliary businesses, have flourished, creating jobs, fostering wealth, and driving economic growth. The ripple effect of eCitizen are no longer confined to digital transformation. Its impact on service delivery has improved lives, strengthened hope, and opened new opportunities across our nation. By digitizing services, we have significantly enhanced efficiency, saving time and money for both citizens and government. Less paperwork translates to lower costs, streamlined processes reduces administrative burdens, and less bureaucracy leads to faster service delivery. These savings are also being redirected towards critical areas such as health, education, infrastructure, and job creation. I have a list. I was sent a list this morning. Give me my phone. I was sent a list this morning of people who are still mangamangering. Yeah? And I want to put them on notice. The people who still are playing games with us. The CEOs of the following entities are put on notice. The National Cancer Institute of Kenya, Kenya Hospital Authority Trust Fund, Kenya Nutritionist and Dietitians Institute, Health Records and Information Managers Board, National Syndemic Disease Control Council, Occupational Therapy Council of Kenya, Digital Health Authority. You are a new entity, but you must comply. Kenya Biovax Institute Limited. I know the CEO. Please tell him I am putting him on notice. Kenya National Public Health Institute, Kenya Health Human Resource Authority, Kenya Water Institute, Tanathi Waterworks Development Agency, Water Sector Trust Fund, Kenya Engineering Technology Registration Board, Kenya Ports Authority, Independent Police Oversight Authority, Private Security Regulatory Authority, Nairobi International Financial Center, Kenya Reinsurance Corporation, Financial Reporting Center, Kenya Institute of Supplies Management, Consolidated Bank of Kenya, Development Bank of Kenya, Kenya Accountants and Secretaries National Examination Board, Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya, Institute of Certified Secretaries, Energy and Petroleum Regulation Authority, Kenya Power Company Limited, Rural Electrification and Renewable Energy, Geothermal Development Company, GDC, Kenya Petroleum Refineries Limited, National Defense University, the Kenya Space Agency, the Kenya Shipyard Limited. These entities have yet to comply with my directive that their services and payments and revenues must be on e-citizen platform so that Treasury can follow on the revenues that are being collected by government. They have 1 week to comply. They have 1 week to comply. Otherwise, they know what to do. They can make use of the door. It's as simple as that. Over the past year, we have broken barriers of resistance and transcended historic and systemic obstacles to embrace a digital future for our people, demonstrating that the path to Kenya's prosperous destiny is indeed digital. This milestone reflects our commitment to create a more connected, efficient, and equitable system of public service delivery. When we relaunched eCitizen, we set out to dismantle inefficiencies, delays, bureaucracy, red tape, and frustrations that had plagued service delivery in Kenya for decades. We sought to end the unnecessary burden of navigating physical offices, standing in long queues, and enduring avoidable delays and inconveniences. We envisioned a Kenya where geographical disparities no longer dictate access to public service, where citizens in the most remote areas could enjoy the same conveniences as those in urban centers. We aspired to build a system that prioritizes integrity over corruption, efficiency over waste, and inclusivity over exclusion. I proudly stand before you today to declare, and I am confident you can all attest, that eCitizen has delivered on this promise. Now, from the comfort of your home and with just a mobile phone, you can renew your driving license, register a business name or a business entity, or apply for a marriage certificate, tasks that once took weeks of travel, paperwork, and endless follow-ups, often at great expense. These are now completed in minutes, sometimes in just a day. Artificial intelligence is the next frontier, and we are already witnessing its transformative potential. AI offers opportunities to reimagine service delivery, For instance, an AI-powered jackpot on eCitizen could provide instant solutions to inquiries, reducing wait times and minimizing opportunities for fraud. With AI, we can move from reactive to proactive service delivery, anticipating the needs of citizens and designing solutions that meet their expectations. By responsibly leveraging public data, we can shift from citizen-centered approaches to citizen-driven solutions, ensuring that our services meet the unique needs of every Kenyan. As we celebrate the remarkable achievements of eCitizen, we must remain steadfast in our commitment to innovate and the whole ecosystem around innovation and adaptation in the digital economy space. I commend our ministries, departments, and agencies for embracing this policy shift and providing public services through digital platforms. Your compliance has seen and has been the backbone of our transformation. The success of eCitizen has propelled Kenya onto the global stage as a trailblazer in harnessing digital technology. We have become a model for how governments can promote efficiency and competitiveness in the digital age. Consequently, I have received many requests to facilitate benchmarking exercises and inquiries for lessons and insights from several countries across our continent. As a leader in leveraging homegrown innovation to solve serious challenges, we are proud to partner with our friends in their own transformation journeys in different parts of the world. But we will not allow ourselves to get carried away by our achievements and risk letting the future sweep past us while we celebrate. We must not and cannot stop here. Even as we mark this remarkable occasion, we are already looking ahead to map our way further into the future. We are making significant investments in better technology, expanding the national fiber optic infrastructure, and ensuring that reliable and affordable internet is accessible to all Kenyans. Accordingly, I have directed the ICT Ministry to accelerate these initiatives, and I had a candid conversation with the Minister and her team yesterday. We are also implementing favorable tax policies and incentives to make smartphones and data affordable for every citizen so that we leave no one behind.
Your Excellency, after onboarding our services to the eCitizen platform, we've enhanced our services. Our clients are happy now. We used to serve clients, per client we used to take 10 minutes. Now it has been reduced to 5 minutes for customers who are being served at the gate. Clients with prepaid ticket, we have a prepaid ticket. You can pay at your comfort of your house or home. It only takes 2 minutes to process the client at the gate.
Susan, you told me something.
Yes, sir. Your Excellency, I mentioned that because our tickets have a QR code, the customer service team at the gates scan the QR code, and by doing so, they make sure that the card is valid. And at the point of exit, they also invalidate the card to make sure that it is not used again. It is not recycled in essence. That means that we have reduced and closed the gaps on revenue leaks in the service. And this has contributed to what Madam has said, that we have seen a growth in our income generation and revenue collection, Your Excellency.
From 5.3 billion the year before we introduced eCitizen to now 7 point what, Mr. Kanga? 7.6 billion. It means a whole 2 billion shillings used to end up in people's pockets.